to be able to get up in front of a camera and act and to do it okay or excellently, it's a huge challenge and it's very fulfilling. So that's how it relates to my life. It's something that gives me great satisfaction.
So it's, well, for me it's kind of similar. It's pretty much similar to that, I guess. It's you know, being up there on camera especially and being able to be real, you know, is a really challenging thing to come across, you know, to the audience, not only to inspire them, but to you know, convince them that you're actually this person experiencing what you're experiencing on screen. And I think it's a wonderful journey to go through all those things emotionally and physically. For me, it's identifying the story, like the overall journey that the character experiences and goes through. So in each scene, every scene tells a story. There's you know, there's always beats and things that you've got to hit, and there's always a journey from beginning to end through a scene. So it's about identifying what the conflict and the difficulty is between whenever the characters are engaged in the scene, and identifying their story.
For me, it's once again identifying the story, believing in it, believing that it's a good story, believing that I can do it, and then researching, and that's the start of the journey for me, even before the lines I actually learnt, and then I sort of work outwards, going in. So it's that process is very exciting to do that that way. It gives me more sort of freedom to play around with the characters when it does come to action and we're actually recording. The stakes are just high, and then that's another thing. Why I enjoyed the acting is because, you know, when that camera rolls, you just feel alive. And it's you get an adrenaline rush, and it's the same for even being on stage in theatre. You know, I mean, you're playing to an audience, as you said, inspiring the audience, and also theatre as well. You know, sending them on an emotional journey. Yes.
Graham and I have had a lot of fun actually just before scenes. If we want to get into the moment, we'll question ourselves, like, what have we done right before this? What have our characters done right before this? And actually do a bit of an improvisation about what's happening before the scene, and then the scene will click on, and then we'll be kind of in that moment, rather than being like action and then we're like, oh, act now, you know.
Yeah, and that's what we're trying to avoid. Talking heads, I call it that. You know, when you're just saying lines and not connected, and it does happen sometimes. You know, you notice yourself going in and out. That's when we go to Rob, let's do another one.
It was funny when we hugged the first time, actually, because we thought, like, you know, Rob asked us we have to be, you know, fearless in what we do in this film, and so he just said, simply go hug, you two. And I was kind of like, a hug, simple, all right. And then when we went to hug, the visual of it was literally like two transformers trying to come together. But
in saying that, it's nothing to do with gender as well. I mean, you know, I've felt that with girls that I've just met. I mean, you know, it's getting to know someone. Yeah. It's not about being homosexual, it's not about being heterosexual, it's about two people that can actually trust each other as actors. And I mean, I think we've done that pretty well. Yeah. Don't you think?
Yeah, definitely. So, and it's about being, you know, it's an interesting journey, because then you find out that you're breaking the conditioning of society, and then you're being still yourself, you know, like you're being yourself in the character, but where, like you said, where there's the trust within that goes along there. We're not built up into homosexual different.
No, exactly. No, that's good. It's and that's the truth of it all. You know.
It's scary. This journey is quite. It's exciting and it's fun, but it's very challenging and it's quite scary, because you want to come across as as real as you can, you know. And so, you know, sometimes if you're feeling a bit out of the moment, it can be quite scary, because you've got to try and engage and make sure that this is, you know, coming across as
constantly questioning
as two
ourselves.
real people, not as two, you know, being stereotyped and pigeonholed into something, you know, like not two camp guys or two whatever. So.
You know, people seeing the ideal couple being male and female, or you know frowned upon, you know, same-sex couples, you know, two guys, two girls. It's not really about that. It's about equality and fairness. And you know, I think the way our country is evolving, you know, we should be allowing these things. I mean, because I mean, very influential people have these feelings as well, and they're being suppressed, or if they're not, you know, they're looked upon in not a very positive fashion. So, and they, you know, they have obligations themselves. So if they're being suppressed, then how many people they're sort of inspiring being repressed as well? So it's a tricky situation, but you know, people are coming around to actually accepting it more and more, and films like this will definitely get it out there. Get it out there, and I'm quite happy to be a part of this. Very passionate about it.
I agree definitely with all that, and I think it's sad today that same-sex marriage and same-sex adoption is still looked upon as confronting issues with how we've developed as a society so far. That to me is quite backwards element, you know.